Hello, hello, and welcome back to Password. That's the game we're playing. We're on Roswell's route. It's a thing. Yes, no. Oh my god, I've been doing this for like half a year now, and I still don't know how to start a fucking video. I had a sick feeling in my stomach. Something was wrong. I felt ill, but I couldn't place as to why. I wandered into the dining room and collapsed into the closest chair, rubbing my face. As the others piled in, I gave them each a sleepy greeting before half dozing. At some point, I noticed Orlando coming, counting us. He seemed confused before I realized who was missing.
I'm guessing Roswell is still in his room sleeping.
Well, damn. Oh no, how did I separate their voices? I don't even. Oh no.
Well, damn. Wish I was as settled as he was. Hoped he doesn't sleep the day away. Why's that? He's our only wait. He's our only in for clues from Benson, right? For those medals. Oh, yeah. Well, not as if we don't have any this is a bad day. I can't read. I'm gonna turn down the volume a bit. Our excitement outside the scavenger hunt, anyway. Oh, you've got me curious now too. Dean just flashes me a smile, a knowing smile. Oh yes, something that's bound to be a huge source of excitement. Well, that's all we have. That's all we could have missed. where?
Something that we all could have, yeah. I'm guessing it'd be somewhere that Dean would go often. So the greenhouse.
Bingo! Got it in one. So, there's something big growing in there?
Something like that, yeah.
It's huge. It's a huge gourd, pumpkin or something. Haven't had a close enough look, but it'd make a killer jack-o'-lantern after a bit of growing. That'd take a lot of carving, and that's a lot of pumpkin to use.
Got any ideas for recipes?
Maybe. That's an awful lot of pumpkin to work with, though.
Benson brought out more trays of food from the kitchen, a smaller scale than the first couple days, almost as if adjusting the quality to what people were likely to eat. That's it. We ate our fill and began filing out of the dining room.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, hey, Tyson. What's up?
Oh, it's nothing. You just looked out of it.
Out of it?
Dunno, you just look something.
What about you? You're acting kind of strange.
I'm not acting strange. Maybe just tired. Still, what's on your day? What's on for your day?
I don't know. I bet Roswell is probably going to want to do some more research on where the next clue for the metals might be.
He's really into that.
Well, he's into that sort of thing, and he finds it fun, not really hurting anyone.
Never understood the appeal of books. Too heavy for anything other than just clobbering nerds.
Thinking back to school days?
Why do those textbooks need to be so heavy anyway? Most of them are just the same thing over and over anyway.
You're talking about that math textbook of mine you carried for me everywhere, right?
Can't say I was ever good at it. Math? Nah. Carrying stuff, I can do that good enough.
It's nice, right? It's just Is this devolving into, how much you can bench press?
I reckon I can bench press you easy enough. Only thing that's, going for me at the moment.
Hey, there's plenty going for you.
I appreciate it, pup, but don't mind me. Trust me, I'm happy where I'm at. So you reckon you'll, find those medals?
Who knows? So far, Orlando has the only one, so completely unknown. Who even knows what's behind the door anyway?
Well, can't be anything important, that's for sure.
What makes you say that?
If it was cash, who would give up that much? If it was the meaning of life, who, says it'd be the truth? If it was, some hot piece of ass, well, I can, get that pretty easy. I get that easily enough.
Sure you could.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. But still. Is that why you were, not too keen on taking part in this whole game?
There's just no point, right? Why would you go through the effort if there's no payoff?
For fun, maybe.
Don't get me wrong. You inviting me hasn't been forgotten. Honestly, thought it was kind of sweet you'd think of me. I'm always thinking of you. Beats working at the garage for the month.
Oh yeah, your dad's still running that place.
Of course. Can't do the words and numbers well, but I can get an engine going again.
Oh no, he is just the Leo of this. God damn it. It's okay. I don't have a type, I swear. Remind me to get you to look at my car next time I need a tune-up then.
As long as you make it to me, call me anytime.
Make it up to you, huh? Like what, your homework? We both laugh. More often than not, I'd do Ty's homework just as a favor if he was struggling behind. There were reasons for that. The long and short of it was that I stood up for him once, and he's had my back ever since. Being the school bully, even I don't really know why I took his side at the time. Maybe something didn't seem right about the situation. Maybe I was just having an off day. Turned out to be the right decision, though, as he'd been in the right. Also worked out that one act had gotten me a pseudo bodyguard too. I'm gonna move my microphone a bit.
Well, maybe not homework, but I'm sure we can come up with some arrangement. So, what's the plan now?
You know, I honestly have no idea. I was expecting Roswell to be up and about by now, wanting to do something.
Maybe he's tired himself out with research. I'm sure he's fine.
You're probably right. Wouldn't be the last time he pulled an all-nighter. Also, I guess Benson likely keeping an eye on him, right?
Probably. What good is a butler if they can't do that much? Come on, let's go for a wander.
Yeah, alright. Tyson, seemed torn as to which way to go first, deciding to head towards the back.
Alright, there was something I was curious about.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Follow me, I'll show you.
I followed Ty and around to one side of the house before wandering over to the tree line.
Alright, here.
Here?
Yeah, look up.
Ty points up to one of the rooms on the upper floor of the mansion. Up on high seemed to be Haas, reading while sitting by the window. Okay, it's Haas.
Yeah.
You wanted to show me Haas?
Nah, something else. Look here.
Ty wandered closer to the tree line, just past it and beckoning me to come closer. What are you looking at?
Just something I noticed when I was wandering around yesterday. Someone dug something up here.
Oh, what was it?
How would I know? It's not here anymore, is it?
Well, sure, but you must have some idea. You even pointed out Haas up there and all.
Yeah, alright. So maybe I have two ideas. First idea was that maybe there was a medal buried here.
Wait, really? A medal?
Or part of one. Look, I don't really know, just an idea.
Seems like you might have more than just an idea, but okay. What was the other idea?
Well, the second idea was maybe a gun.
You can't be serious. Ty kneeled down and rummaged around in the grass, before picking up and holding it out to me. Wait, is this?
Yep, that's a bullet, alright.
What sort of gun would use a bullet like this?
Hell if I know. Doesn't look like the shotgun round that Pops used to part of the garage security. Uses as part of the garage security.
So, someone might have a gun? Well, wait. How do we know this was dug up recently?
Just trust me on this.
He was grinding his teeth, digits twitching ever so slightly. Maybe it was a dog, and maybe this was a dog and digging thing that he didn't want brought up.
Look, if you want to grab that bear who knows dirt, maybe he can confirm it.
No, it's all right. But why point at Haas?
Oh yeah. So like, if it was a gun, it wouldn't be hard to just snipe someone from here. Yeah.
Tyson, I'm like thinking of the how Roswell died in the Discovery thing. Tyson mimed the action of shooting Haas with a pistol with his thumb and index finger. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You're turning into Orlando, are you? You're not turning into Orlando, are you?
Nah, it just seems like a weird place to bury a gun. Like, the place is big enough so that, as it is, just throw it in a room somewhere, yeah.
I suppose so. Still a gun, though. Not as if they don't show up every now and again.
It just seems like an odd thing to need right as we rock up is all.
I guess you're right.
I'm always right.
So what now?
Had any plans for today?
Not really. Was thinking I would maybe hit up the museum and go through some books and look for clues. Was helping Roswell with it yesterday. Figured I may as well keep searching. Gotta pull my weight.
Well, that's fucking lame. Don't know why you find that sort of thing fun.
Aw, you jealous I'm spending time with Roswell?
Oi! No!
Tyson mumbles something under his breath before trying to stare me down, yeah.
Like hell I'm jealous of a punk like him.
Sure.
Look, you're cute, Dave, but not that cute.
Yeah, you can say that all you want, Tyson. If you say so. Ty began wandering off, and I followed close behind. So, you asked me what I was doing. What about you?
I was gonna do some weights, and you're gonna spot me.
Is that a fact?
What, so it's a no?
I thought about it for a second, as to whether or not I should go find Roswell and do some research. Well... I mean, I really want to help Tyson, you know. Man, Roswell's dead in the museum. Before I could get a word in edgewise, Ty grabbed me roughly and started pushing me towards the basement.
Too slow. You're keeping me company today.
Wait, what? Okay, so no matter what I choose, he's just going to, yeah. Into the basement. And into the gym. Hey, alright, geez. You don't have to push. Ty stripped off and, sat down on the weight benches, pulling out his phone. What do I do?
Just hold on, just checking something.
A few minutes pass before he throws his phone onto his discarded shirt. Phone playing some energetic music.
All right, can't work out without some good music.
Should I?
Should you what?
Take off my shirt?
Take off everything if you want. I don't care what you want to leave on or off.
What, really?
Sure. I mean, I ain't making you move on. I ain't making a move on you. Not unless you wanted it. Doubt you'd be into that sort of the sort of things I am.
Well, how do you know?
Oh, I think I've got a pretty good read on you, pup. At least a better read on you than that bear does.
Well, I think Dean, he means well.
And after he's stuck his dick in you.
Excuse me?
You can't expect he's after more than that. He's what? Tried to fuck you how many times now?
Now hold on.
No, you need to wise up. You reckon he's gonna stick around until breakfast? You think he's going to not need to go home after? At least when I make a pass at someone, I'm honest about how things are gonna go afterwards.
Something in the air is heavy. Wait, something in the air hung heavy. Did Ty really dislike Dean that much? Well, yeah, he's trying to steal you from him.
Don't worry about it. I've said all I need to. I've got your back, no matter what. You know, like a bro.
Yeah. Way I see it, bro, you haven't lifted a single weight since we stepped foot in here. So, do you even lift, bro?
Bitch, I'll lift the shit out of these weights. Spot me.
I had barely got in position before Ty started benching the weights. To be honest, I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to be doing, but I got a good view of Ty snarling at the weights as he lifted them up and down.
Come on!
Ty was really working up a sweat, and being so close was doing things to me. Before I knew it, he'd heaved the bar up by himself and slid it away from me, sitting at the edge of the bench.
Give me 5. Just need to catch my breath.
I got up, checking his phone. Ty got up, checking his phone, and turned off the music. But he didn't return to his weights. He just started wiping himself down with his shirt. You seriously okay?
Yeah, just pushed a little too hard. I'll be good. Give me 5 more.
I sat down next to him after he returned back to his weight bench, watching him catch his breath.
So, tell me something.
What's up?
How do you feel about Roswell?
Huh? What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Maybe I think...
Would you pork the oinker?
Wait, what?
Should I have beat around the bush more?
I don't know. Why?
He's your friend from way back, yeah? Figured it'd have crossed your mind at some stage.
I can't say I've thought about it really.
Fair enough, I guess. Not that I really care, really. Just making conversation. And before you go thinking, no, I ain't jealous.
You can say that all you want. Well, good, I guess. I doubt anything like that'll ever happen. We're just friends, right?
Dude. Friends can bang.
What? Are you offering all of a sudden?
You wish. Now get up and spot me again.
We continued past lunchtime and headed back upstairs. Apparently, Ty wanted a change of clothes, although I was skeptical about that being the case. He sure smelled like he needed to change, though. At the very least, have a shower. As we got upstairs, though, there seemed to be a commotion on the floor above. Orlando was waiting down the bottom of the steps, looking distraught as he looked up at what was going on. What's going on?
Oh, I don't really know. Why are you down here, then? I just came out to see what the commotion was. I only just got here.
Any idea what's upstairs, at least? Who's upstairs, at least?
I think I heard Dean, maybe Haas. I haven't seen Sal, though.
He's probably swimming, right?
Last I checked, yeah. Or at least that's what he, said he was going to do.
Clambering downstairs were suddenly Haas and Dean. Hey, guys, what's going on up there? They exchanged glances for a moment before.
You and Roswell used the museum yesterday, right?
Yeah, we looked up stuff about the house. Why?
You didn't lock the door, did you?
Well, no. I wasn't the last one there. Roswell was.
Maybe he locked it up then.
So I take it the door is locked?
Well, whatever happened to it, I can't get it open.
No kidding. He basically threw himself at the door to try and get it to budge. No luck. Well, damn. What do we do now?
Probably see if Sal can break it down. That, or see if we can find Benson.
I take it we've already checked for Roswell?
See, the thing about that. Can't find him. Checked his room thinking, he was being a hermit. He's not inside the house as far as I can tell. Checked outside too. Unless he's gotten himself lost in the maze or in the woods, just appeared. So, he's not inside the house. Or outside.
Well, there's two places he could be, right? There were some confused looks exchanged before I continued. What about the vault?
You reckon he'd make us all go on a scavenger hunt when he already knows how to get in? Maybe he found all of the medals while we weren't looking. Nah, that's not it. Can guarantee that much.
Well, the other place would be the museum itself, right?
But if he was inside, he'd have heard Dean try to break down the door, right?
So he must be in the woods then.
Can't think where else he'd be, unless he's hiding under someone else's bed for God knows what reason.
So what, we go find Benson?
Oh, at least I've seen him around recently. I think he was bringing things into the kitchen last I checked.
Alright, well, we should split up and find Roswell, or Benson to find out what happened to the door, or go search in the woods in the meantime, or...
I'm going to take a shower before we do anything. That might be a good idea.
You do smell pretty bad.
I like working up a sweat too, but yeah, I agree.
Ty shot me a look after Dean's comment, reinforcing what he had said before.
Fine, I get the message.
He then wandered up the stairs, flipping everyone off over his shoulder as he did so and disappeared out of sight around the corner. Okay, so Ty's going to shower and then what do we do?
I want to say search for Benson. Searching for Benson might be the way to go. If only to warn him we're going to bust down a door. Yeah, I got excited and figured I'd try. I could have fixed it later.
Probably a good idea to let Benson know what's happening anyway. Still, it seems strange that it'd withstand Dean charging into the door.
Suppose we could try try asking Sal for help.
I'll go do that, I think. Only need one of us to run out to the pool, right? With affirmative nods all around, we split up. Sal should be in the pool, right? I mean, where else could he be? Sal, you here? I called out, but there was no response. I wandered around to see if he wasn't just asleep somewhere. Sal? Hello?
Dave? Hello?
Oh, there you are. Were you hiding?
No, just sleeping. What's wrong?
Oh, thinking about why I was getting him was a little silly, but Dean and Haas couldn't get into the museum and maybe bust down the door?
You shouldn't go breaking down doors. That's reckless.
Yeah, well, the others are looking for either Benson or Roswell to find out why the door won't open.
You can't find Roswell.
You think he might have gone to the wood? We think he might have gone to the woods. He's not in the house as far as we can tell.
I haven't seen him come outside. Weren't you out here before?
Yeah, I came out here with Ty, although I went back inside for a while.
Unless when I was asleep. He has not come outside as far as I've seen.
Oh, well, where else could he be?
Who knows? I'll come help. I'll meet you inside.
I left Sal to clean up and wander back into the house. Oh, hey, Haas. What's happened?
Dave, I'm glad I caught you. We have some bad news.
How bad?
We searched the place. No sign of Benson. He must have left.
Left? Left where?
Who knows? But he's not in the mansion. Ever since Tyson watching the, even had Tyson watching the foyer in case he was upstairs and tried to slip away.
Well, what about Roswell? Any sign of him?
Same deal. No sign. If Orlando hadn't seen him before, just about the place, I might have expected kidnapping, or abduction, rather.
Really? That's serious.
Maybe not. But it would have been a reason why we haven't seen either of them, right?
Suppose so. What about the museum? Dean hasn't tried to bust down the door again, has he?
Not yet. But he's been getting frustrated that it hasn't budged.
Well, I've managed to get Sal to come along, so hopefully that door won't last much longer.
Hopefully we won't get in trouble for busting down the door.
We waited for Sal to catch up before we headed back inside, and then made the trek upstairs. With Sal here, there was a little chance of the door staying that door staying standing if it was going to fall at all. Sure enough, with enough bulk behind him, Sal was able to burst down the door, open despite the reinforced lock. As soon as the door opened, a few things happened in quick succession. Sal and Haas were stunned, smelling the air. Tyson and Orlando seemed to do the same, but twigged that something was up. Tyson ventured further in with Orlando quivering by the door. Dean seemed more preoccupied by the fact that he wasn't able to open the door.
Damn door. Could have busted it down eventually. Oh well.
Dean didn't seem to have a good read on the room and took no more than 2 steps forward before...
The fuck is this?
Tyson's outburst roused everyone to scramble towards where he'd ended up. Didn't seem to get too far, and his response might have been delayed by the initial shock. What?
Shit, he's... blood.
I didn't want to think that. That's what I could smell.
Who? Who did that? Who did it? You think it's one of us? Well, who else could it be? It has to be one of us, right?
I found myself wandering over to where Roswell lay on the ground. It didn't seem real. He was alive, smiling yesterday. When did this happen? Who did it? The bloody book nearby looked to be what looked to be what he'd been hit with, and it left enough of a wound to well. He'd been reading a book. It looks like a lot of his blood had obscured a lot of the text outside the title of the page, which seemed to sit above a line of blood. Discovery. In a twist of cruel irony, this wasn't a pleasant discovery, and whatever it was Roswell had been looking into was now the last thing on anyone's mind. In the next moment, I was pulled away from Roswell's body by Sal, who then got down to try and it looked like CPR.
Sal, I don't think that. I have to try.
There was a croaking in Sal's voice, not something that was unusual, not something that was usual there, but betrayed his otherwise calm exterior. I felt someone pull me back until I was around the corner as Roswell was out of view. I saw Haas on the phone, hopefully calling the police.
It wasn't until we'd gotten down to the foyer again until it really clicked who had drugged me off. So, are you okay?
Huh?
You know, like Roswell.
Oh, I didn't really know. I think a lot of it was shock, and that it still felt surreal enough that that it can't possibly be real.
Who do you think did it?
I think it was you. You think it was one of Dean's silence spoke volumes. But why?
I don't know. All I know is that I don't want to be here anymore. And I want you to come with me.
What?
This shouldn't have happened. Out of everyone here, I trust you the most. I don't think you murdered Roswell. I'd bet my life on it.
But what if you killed Roswell?
What?
I don't think you could have done it either. I don't think anyone could have. But we can't just leave. What about finding out what happened to Roswell? What about everyone else? And the police. Dean wandered off after that. He seemed angry and sad at the same time. Leaving seemed like a good idea, but something in the back of my mind felt off. Hey.
Oh, hey, Dave. Police are on the way.
Orlando was sobbing uncontrollably, barely able to get words out in between sobs. Oh, okay. I wandered around to where Roswell lay. Sal was still nearby, arms covered in blood. Sal?
I couldn't. He was already.
Yeah.
They'll be here soon.
The police?
They'll want to question us. And they'll find out who did it.
Yeah. Despite the time it took for us to get to the mansion, to get us to the mansion, the police arrived fairly quick. As Sal said, they questioned all of us and did a thorough investigation. For whatever reason, they decided I wasn't their top suspect and was able to make a clean enough break for it. Really, I don't know who they ended up suspecting for it. The whole thing caused a rift in the group that just drove us all apart. We all just stopped talking. Well, almost. I had a coffee in my hand despite it being lunchtime. It'd been weeks after the investigation had stopped. Of course it was Tyson.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Ty.
Ready to get going?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, come on then. So,
Yeah,
how are you holding up?
fine, I guess. Still shaken.
Heard from anyone else?
No, not since everything sort of died down. Not since the funeral.
I noticed Dean wasn't there.
Yeah, he went back home apparently. Don't know for sure. We drove for a bit longer in silence. Tyson barely smiled, and he looked tired. You didn't have to do this, you know.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I wanted to. I'm not gonna get mushy and gay on you, Dave.
What if I want you to?
I got your back, remember?
Good to know.
Listen, if you want to take a nap, it'll be a while until we get there. That coffee isn't going to keep you awake the whole time, and I don't mind the quiet.
Alright, sure, thanks. I must have dozed off pretty quick. Next thing I knew, I was being woken up by Ty that we'd arrived.
Hey, we're here.
And we were back at the manor, yeah, just standing in front of the place sent a chill down my spine. I really like this track, actually. It's Goodbye. Yeah, I like this track a lot.
You okay?
Yeah, just give me a sec. Even after being so long, maybe it was still too soon. Okay, let's do this.
I'm right behind you.
I walked up to the front door and knocked. Seconds ticked by until the door opened. The boar who opened it gave us a sad look before stepping aside to let us in. So Oswin let us in? I mean, that makes sense, but like, okay. He led the way to the mansion in silence, knowing where we wanted to go, and gestured to the room before wandering off somewhere. I mean, I guess Dave wouldn't think that, like, that was the owner or something. There wasn't a letter after the funeral. That's I'm kind of used to that.
All right, we're here.
Yeah, I'm surprised they said that we could look around. Maybe they had some faith, sympathy for us as his friends. Maybe, you know, I don't even know. I'm just thankful I could get some closure.
Okay, well, I don't think they're going to have the books he was looking at. Evidence bullshit and all that.
Okay, so
I reckon if you want some closure, let's start walking through what happened. I'll be Roswell. You do what you gotta do.
Tyson wandered over to where he was found, folded his arms over his chest, and kept his eyes on everywhere but me. There were things that I never got answered, things that just didn't make sense. Who killed Roswell? First. Do we know the murderer? Like, I don't. Like, obviously. But like, I almost want to click this one to see if, like, it gives me a hint. But right? Curious. The murder is, well, we don't know for certain, but it was probably Benson. Interesting thought. If it wasn't him, then we don't know. Not 100% at least. Second, when was he killed? After dark, right? You leave Roswell on day 4 to go to bed, right? That would make sense. The sound I heard, the person I saw wandering around in the dark, that was them, right? That was the murderer? There was one thing that gave the biggest clue to who did it. Why was the door locked? Huh? The door. We had to get Sal to break down the door, but why was it locked? Dunno. Let's see. Tyson went over to the door and had a look. Dunno why it's got such a heavy-duty lock on it. Seems overkill. Is there anything in here worth taking? Not gonna shit you. I checked the place out for that. Short answer is no. Wouldn't want to take anything from here. Maybe there's information in the book. That's a lot of effort to go through unless you know what you're looking for. But locking the door with Roswell inside? Maybe because he found it. Or stopped us from finding the body. But then, who locked it? Depends on who had the key, right? I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. Okay, so now what? I don't think there's anything concrete that will tell us what happened. We're not the police. We don't know when he died or, like, anything. No kidding. After we found him, just couldn't take it. Felt sick, really. I thought you didn't like him. Well, no, I didn't. But I didn't want him to die. Yeah. He'd been hit with a book, yeah. Looked like it. Well, at least that's what was next to his body. I could still picture it in my head. Discovery. That one word stung, but carried some meaning with me that I couldn't quite place. Maybe it was something of a dying message left for us. Discovery. What did he want us to discover? It didn't really matter right now anyway. So we left. You know, maybe it was what was in the vault after all, you know. Huh? We never found out. Maybe someone did. Oh, maybe. I just don't know. At this stage, I'd rather just forget it and let it be a bad memory. Ty? What's up? Thanks. Ty kept his eyes focused on the road, smirking just a little bit. Where do you want to go now? I don't know. I don't think I care. You pick. All right. And so we just drove. Over time, Ty and I settled into a rhythm. He had me, I had him, he had me. It didn't matter where we went. It didn't matter how we got there. We had each other. As bad as what happened was, and how it had estranged all of us, I discovered something I probably wouldn't have otherwise. Man, I'm almost fine with this being the ending. You just get to... Man, it's the same, like, what was it? In Dean's route, where you just... You kind of get with Tyson. I kind of like that. I know I'm a bad person. It's okay. Yeah, we're going to resonate. Okay. I wasn't sure what I was seeing. Was this a hallucination? Roswell died? The mental image of his face, face down in the middle of what seemed to be the mansion, sent a chill down my spine. It looked like he had been hit on the back of the head by a book. But why? When? Was the museum that dangerous? It couldn't possibly be what the future held, right? We'll stop the recording here, I think. Yeah, I'll see you around, everyone.